Hello.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very good, very good. Nice to see you again.
Thank you very much.
What?
Yesterday, I called you from a parking lot. Today, I am in my mother's home with my daughter.
All right, good. And and is it in the same city?
Yes, it's in same city. Actually, we are in the same neighborhood. There is maybe 1 or 200 meters between us. So
Great.
it's very close to my house.
Right.
Yes, my wife has uh, an interview tomorrow for master program.
Oh, wow.
So it will a it will a paper-based exam, not a real interview, but they will do exam paper-based. So she's preparing for the exam tomorrow, for which take place in tomorrow. So I am in my mother with my daughter because our daughter is 2 years old. So sometimes
Y-
it's
is what? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
she's 2 years old. So
Oh, right.
it's
Right. Okay.
hard to study with her. So we try to spend some time in here with my daughter to make chance to my wife to study the exam.
To give her a chance, to give her
Yes,
a chance.
give her a chance to study the exam.
Wow, very good. And so, what is the subject of her master's? What is their subject?
Turkish literature. Her major is Turkish literature. So she is working for the bachelor lessons because the exam will about the major subjects of the Turkish literature, the important parts of the bachelor. So she just review his notes, his
Right.
bachelor.
Right. And so, what kind of is she hoping to get a job in this field?
Yes, also she wants to be a academic personnel, academic staff,
Hmm.
but she should first get her master degree.
Hmm.
After or during her master degree, she can apply for academician, for being an academician. She wants actually it, but it's a little bit hard because uh, there's too much application to university for that position. Uh,
Oh,
we are in a big city. Sometimes in small cities, it's easy to find a job kind that, but in big cities, there are too much people wants that position. So it's hard, but why not?
right. Absolutely. So, what kind of job would she get with that degree?
Maybe she can be a instructor in university. Uh, there is a institution in Turkey about old books and old handwritten books because
Oh,
yes, our alphabet was different 100 years ago, so we have a huge archive about our state. We our nation uh, gives huge importance to archives. Before, for example, our archives goes to 13th centuries, for example.
oh,
Yes,
Interesting.
very
Very
interesting.
interesting.
Very interesting. Our ancestors wrote everything. For example, we can find a village history in archive. It's back to 15th century, for example, which kind of text took from the people of the village. We can read from our archives. It
Wow.
belongs to, for example, 15th century even, or 14th century even. So there's a huge archive, but there's not too much expert to able to read that archives, because the
Right.
alphabet was different, and also language were very different, because it was written in Ottoman language. It's
Right.
Yes, it's a mix of Persian, Arabic, and Turkish languages. Yes, it's so-called Ottoman language, and also
Right.
the alphabet is totally different. It's similar to Persian alphabet and similar to also Arabic alphabet, but it has some major differences, because there is some different voices in Turkish, apart from Persian or Arabic. For example, we have N, but the nasal N in Old Turkish, for example, nasal N, but the Arabic has normal N, so it's the signation of that N is different. So she can find a job at that institution, which about the archives of Ottoman Empire. But its location, that is institution's location, in Istanbul. We are living in Ankara, but I have some planning about to be a pilot. Maybe I will be a pilot, and the center of the aviation in Turkey, the Istanbul. The job opportunities are very big in Istanbul. So maybe we can move to Istanbul. After that movement, maybe she can get a job in the institution which located in Istanbul. Why not?
Absolutely. It sounds like it might all work out. That is so interesting. Wow. And so mainly, why aren't there, Ankara is the capital of Turkey. So why aren't there many institutions actually in Ankara?
Hmm. Most of the institutions are Ankara, actually, but the
Oh,
Istanbul is the cultural capital of the and trade capital of
oh,
Turkey, because it hosts a lot of several empires. The
hmm,
Istanbul, for example, Byzantine Empire, Ottoman Empire. Before that, there's
right,
empires and civilizations located in Istanbul. So it's the culture.
right. Okay,
uh,
that makes sense. Yeah,
yes. So
interesting.
it's the institution which I mentioned about culture. So it's located in Istanbul, of course. Yeah.
Very interesting, fascinating. Well, what would you like to talk about today?
I don't know. I didn't too much about it. Also, we have
Okay,
just 6 minutes and maybe 5 minutes.
okay,
But
okay.
yes.
I'll send you a link to a topic that we can discuss for 5 minutes,
Okay.
and I think that you will find it maybe interesting.
Yes. Why not?
Okay, so this is a topic called entrepreneurs. Do you understand that word?
Anthropologers.
There are people who go.
Entrepreneurs. Yes, I know entrepreneurs.
Okay, good.
I was an entrepreneur.
Okay, right. Very good. Well, that makes it very interesting to talk about them.
Yeah.
So what are the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur?
Yes. The biggest pros of being uh, uh, can you say again the word? I can't.
On It's a French word. So entrepreneur.
Okay, entrepreneur. But I know the writing, but I don't. I can't
The
know the
pronunciation.
pronunciation. I
Yeah.
didn't confident.
Yes,
Entrepreneur.
it's a French word, so it's different. Yes.
Yes, yes. Entrepreneur. Being entrepreneur. The biggest pros is you can be very rich, which you can't imagine. Maybe, for example, Bill Gates. He is the biggest entrepreneur. He was a young student, maybe not even a student. He was a graduate after high school. He found his firm, but now he is the world's richest man, maybe. With and also he found his firm with no money. From zero, he reached the top. So the most important pros of being entrepreneur is the opportunities to get some money to be rich,
Hmm.
and also you are the boss of your own, so you can determine your schedule, working schedule. You are more elastic, you are more flexible,
Absolutely.
so you can allocate, for example, 1 month to vacation. But if you are a worker, you have to go vacation. Consent. Yes,
Yeah,
with bus consent, with the bus approval. So it's a little bit boring. You have to go vacation up to you. So it's another pros, and but there's some cons. For example,
cons. Yes.
yes. For example, you risk generally you risk your money, you risk your time and efforts. Sometimes you spend a lot of money, you spend a lot of time and effort to a job, but you can't get the earning, you can't get any result after that effort. So that's the biggest risk. It causes huge desperation, disappointing, and discourage. Is discourage. And
Discouragement.
discouragement, yes, huge discouragement. So it's a cause, and also, for example, I was an entrepreneur, so I know the feelings. For example, if you are an entrepreneur, you think the job every day and every hour. For
Yep.
example, in your house, you can't you can't get rid of the jobs in the house. You're
That's
always thinking about it, and also sometimes you are working in house about job, because you are the boss, so you have to earn money, you have to at least get your spendings. So you have to work a lot. But if you are a worker, after your shift, after your working hours, you don't have to think too much about the work. You
exactly.
you can interest in with your family with a empty mind. You know,
Absolutely.
with a with a relaxation. Yes.
Very good. Well, we have to go. Again, I've enjoyed